What if I told you that you might be, wasting hundreds of hours memorizing English vocabulary?
Well, that sounds really surprising, but it is entirely true.
Yeah, we're going to prove today that you really only need exactly 9 specific verbs, just 9, to speak fluently in almost any situation.
I know many learners spend years memorizing long vocabulary lists. They study these complex grammar rules, and they pass difficult written tests.
Exactly. But then they step into a coffee shop or a business meeting and they just freeze.
Yes, they freeze up. They simply cannot find the right words when it is time to speak out loud.
I hear that from learners all the time, honestly. There's just a huge difference between knowing a language on paper and actually speaking it.
That is so true. When you are standing right in front of someone, you do not have 5 minutes to search your memory. You need language that is instantly available.
Right? The pressure is on. And that pressure is exactly why these 9 verbs are so powerful, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. Fluent speakers do not constantly use highly complex vocabulary in their daily lives. Instead, they rely heavily on what linguists call light verbs.
Okay, let's unpack that a little bit. What exactly is a light verb?
Well, these are simple structural verbs where the noun next to the verb carries the actual meaning.
Ah, I see. So if the verb is light, it means it doesn't carry much weight in the sentence.
Exactly right. So in a phrase like make a decision, the real action is the decision itself. The word make is basically just an empty box holding the noun.
That makes perfect sense. So the meaning is entirely in the decision, not the verb make.
Yes, and this is incredibly important for how your brain processes language under pressure.
Because finding a highly specific, complex verb takes a lot of mental work.
Right? It really does. Your brain has to scan your memory, evaluate several choices, pick the right word, and then figure out how to conjugate it.
And doing all of that takes time. In a fast conversation, taking even 3 seconds to build a sentence means the moment has already passed.
Right. The other person is waiting. That creates more anxiety. You end up hesitating even more.
It's like trying to build a car from scratch while you're already driving on the highway.
Oh, I love that analogy. Building a sentence word by word under pressure is exhausting.
Yeah, it really is. But a light verb combination works entirely differently, doesn't it?
Yes, it functions as a preloaded unit in your brain. You don't have to build anything at all. You just retrieve the entire phrase as one single piece.
So the car is already fully built, gassed up, and ready to go. You just turn the key.
Exactly. You just turn the key and speak.
Well, if these preloaded units are the secret, we should probably look at the verbs themselves. Let's start with make and do.
Yes, those two are definitely a common source of frustration for learners.
They really are. I think the problem is that in many other languages, there is only one single word for both make and do.